What happens when a 6 feet 7-inch teen lives atop Trump Tower, rides in bulletproof convoys, and jets across the world in a $100 million flying palace? Meet Barron Trump, the ultra-private son of Donald and Melania Trump. He's not just tall and trilingual. Yes, he speaks Slovenian. He's also quietly carving out a place in America's next generation of elite. From custom-tailored suits to whispers of a royal romance, Barron is the Gen Z enigma who's never chased attention, yet always captures it. He's skipped TikTok fame, avoided scandals, and instead stayed focused on education, fashion, and family legacy. Now in college, guarded by Secret Service and dressed like a future head of state, Barron walks the line between privacy and power. So the question is he just another rich kid in a famous family? Or the next quiet king of America's dynastic future? Let's find out. Born into power. Barron William Trump was born on the 20th of March 2006 in Manhattan, New York City, inside the shimmering tower bearing his family's name. His father? Donald Trump, the bold real estate mogul who became the 45th, and now 47th, President of the United States. His mother? Melania Trump, a former Slovenian model turned First Lady, is known for her grace, poise, and fierce protection of Barron's privacy. As the only child between Donald and Melania, Barron wasn't just part of the first family.
He was the youngest to live in the White House since JFK Jr.
But unlike his half-siblings, Don Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and Tiffany, Barron was mainly raised out of the spotlight. Behind closed golden doors, Melania created a private world for him, nurturing his love for languages, architecture, and technology. But make no mistake, even as a child, Barron was walking marbled halls with world leaders. His nursery? Designed like an entire floor in Trump Tower. While other kids played with Legos, Barron had his initials embroidered on pillows and his floor with a panoramic view of Manhattan. And yet, despite this golden upbringing, he rarely spoke in public, which only made the world more curious. Elite education. What happens when the son of a billionaire president grows up in the spotlight, but keeps his life behind velvet curtains? Barron Trump's education has been anything but ordinary. From the start, he walked the halls of Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York, one of the city's top academic institutions. But when his father became president, Barron transferred to St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland, a move that made headlines, as it was a break from the usual presidential tradition. St. Andrews was known not just for its prestige, but for its progressive approach and inclusivity. By 2021, Barron shifted again, this time to Oxbridge Academy in Florida, a private school founded by a billionaire and tailored for academic excellence. He graduated in 2024, with Donald and Melania Trump proudly in attendance. In fall 2024, Barron enrolled at NYU's Stern School of Business, choosing finance and economics over fame and flash. Rumors swirled that Harvard rejected him, but Melania's team quickly shut it down. He never applied. Now under continued Secret Service protection, Barron walks campus like a future executive, not a celebrity. Relationship. Now let's talk royal rumors. In 2024, the internet exploded with bizarre AI-generated videos, such as Barron Trump marries Princess Leonor of Spain. While completely fake, the videos sparked millions of views and wild speculation. Why? Because both Barron and Princess Leonor are ultra-private, polished, and poised. Royal by birth or by brand. There's no evidence of a real relationship. But AI didn't need truth. It required curiosity. What made it stick? People want a fairy tale. And Barron Trump, the tall, silent heir with a golden passport, fits that fantasy. Even if it's all fiction, it speaks volumes about his public mystique. Lavish residence. Barron doesn't just live in luxury, he lives above it. In Trump Tower, his childhood home, he had an entire floor to himself, decorated with gold accents, crystal chandeliers, and floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Fifth Avenue. Every detail was custom-made, from Italian marble floors to a mini-theater and private library, but that's just his city life. In Palm Beach, Mar-a-Lago, the iconic Trump estate, is where Barron spends weekends, holidays, and political events. The sprawling mansion includes a private beach, 128 rooms, multiple pools, and a ballroom plated in gold. There, he's often spotted playing golf, relaxing by the sea, or attending political fundraisers with his father. With constant Secret Service protection, armored SUVs, and access to two of the most opulent homes in America, Barron Trump isn't just a resident, he's American royalty. Billionaire travel. Barron Trump doesn't just travel. He commands his journey like modern royalty. At the center of it all is Trump Force One, a $100 million customized Boeing 757 belonging to his father, Donald Trump. This isn't your average jet, it's a flying palace. With 24-karat gold-plated seatbelts, Italian leather seats, marble-lined bathrooms, a master bedroom, and a private cinema system on board. Whether flying to Mar-a-Lago, Bedminster, or across the Atlantic, Barron's air travel is always first class, literally and symbolically. And it doesn't stop at the runway. He's often whisked away in Marine One-style helicopters, watched over by a presidential-grade motorcade. Armored Cadillac Escalades, black Suburbans, and a whole Secret Service escort flank him at every step, clearing streets and securing public spaces. Even school drop-offs. This is the life of a teenager who doesn't flaunt his lifestyle, but lives it on a scale that few can imagine. There are no selfies from the jet, no Instagram posts from the backseat of an SUV. Barron keeps it low-key, no flexing, no noise, just precision, power, and presence. From the sky to the streets, his movements resemble those of a world leader in training. And yet, through all the marble, gold, and armor-plated glass, what stands out most is his silence. In a world full of show-offs, Barron travels like a ghost in luxury, unseen but never heard. The rise of silent power. In 2025, as Donald Trump was sworn in once more, all eyes weren't on him, but on the towering young man beside him. Barron Trump, now 6'7", cut a striking figure in a tailored suit, radiating quiet confidence. Gone was the shy boy of past inaugurations. In his place stood a poised, mysterious presence that had everyone asking, "Who is that?" Donald didn't just introduce him as a son. He called him the future. From that moment, Barron became a fixture at key public events, political rallies, elite dinners, charity galas. But he never spoke. He didn't need to. With each silent appearance, he made a louder impression. A glance, a handshake, a nod. All choreographed without a word, yet resonating deeply. Barron's rise wasn't built on speeches. It was built on symbolism of legacy, ambition, and a future written in quiet dominance. The billionaire wardrobe. Barron Trump doesn't just wear clothes, he commands them. While most Gen Z teens chase trends, Barron plays an entirely different game. Strategic elegance. His wardrobe is tailored for power, not popularity. His go-to? Custom suits from Pierce Bespoke, a brand trusted by royals and CEOs. Every detail is handpicked, from Italian wool to mother-of-pearl buttons. His signature tones? Deep navy, rich charcoal, and blackout formal. Each one says poise, wealth, and future leadership. But when is it time to go casual? Barron shifts into preppy billionaire mode. Cream cashmere sweaters, crisp polos, black denim, and designer sneakers that whisper wealth without screaming it. Spotted in Tom Ford, Ralph Lauren, and even coordinating subtly with Melania's refined style, Barron knows that fashion isn't for attention, it's for legacy. At the 2025 inauguration, he wore a midnight wool coat, a silk navy tie, and leather gloves. It wasn't a look, it was a statement. He doesn't dress for TikTok, he dresses for history. Every outfit Barron wears feels intentional, as if chosen not for the moment, but for the photograph that'll last a lifetime. Because when you're born into the spotlight, style isn't decoration, it's identity, the legacy in motion. So, what does the future hold for Barron Trump? He doesn't post, he doesn't party, he doesn't speak at rallies. And yet, the world watches his every move. Because Barron isn't just Donald Trump's youngest son, he's the Trump legacy's clean slate. Unlike his older siblings, he has no business scandals, no social media, no controversies. He's a mystery. And that's powerful currency in a loud world. Enrolled in business school, raised behind velvet ropes and surrounded by wealth, loyalty, and political machinery. Some believe he'll take over the Trump organization. Others think he'll start his tech empire. And some whisper, will Barron run for office one day? For now, we don't know. But here's what we do know. he's being shaped for something. Not fame, but influence. And in this golden silence, a new American dynasty might just be unfolding. So, is Barron Trump just a quiet kid with famous parents? Or is he the billionaire prince of Gen Z, quietly preparing to rewrite America's elite future? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, you'll want to be watching when he makes his next move. Subscribe now and like this video for more deep dives into the untold lives of the elite.